What's up, angels? It's your West Coast Bells, and we're back with another review of One More Chance, episode 3. Let me see what you're working with. I'm Ty.
And I'm Misha. And if
And
you
if
haven't
you haven't
already,
already, please like, comment, subscribe, share. You know the routine. Let's do
hit,
this.
and hit the notification bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells. Now, I
All
haven't
right,
talked to you all day.
girl, why you haven't called me?
No,
Why you
that's you. Don't try to blame
call?
it on me. Don't you
Why you
dare.
call?
Don't you dare try to blame this on me.
Don't even try that. You know what I'm working with. So let's see what these girls was working with on this episode It's
Mhm.
of this hot mess of a reality show.
Okay, give
Um,
me 2 seconds. Let me do this.
well, Well, the episode starts out with Chance. He's talking to Micah about the fight that the girls had and how, if something like that happened again, he gonna move everybody out and there, all of this other stuff. And then he says he wants to see what the girls are working with, and he has Micah to meet the girls at the pool for the challenge. The challenge is called the Natural Beauty Challenge. In the Natural Beauty Challenge, he's gonna have all of these women one by one get in the pool and remove their makeup. And
And
yes,
here too, if they can.
and
He
the
will.
hair too. So let's go ahead and kick it off. They started it off with Roly-Poly meal snacks. I hate that name. I really hate that name. Getting in the pool and coming over across the way to Chance and Micah
In her bikini.
and her. It just made my nerves so bad. In, in her bikini, she takes off her makeup, and if and this is the thing, she did look better without the makeup, but that's because her makeup wasn't professionally done.
Yeah,
And
it
I
wasn't
don't
done right.
know if their makeup was professionally done because it was all just kind of a mess. Um, so she takes off her makeup. They say you still look like Roly Poly. In other words, you look just the same without your makeup. I mean, if hey, I mean, a green and blue wig. I just, if it's not a custom unit, it's not gonna look right. Just don't stop. Don't go to Party City no more for no more wigs, Roly Poly. Okay. Manjana said she looked like Precious.
You know what? I'm not gonna do that to Precious. I'm not gonna do Precious like that. So
Yeah, and they said she looked better without her makeup, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. One Conda jumps in the pool. She steps up and she jumps in the pool and she swims across like an African goddess. Okay.
yeah, she gave beautiful black woman, honey.
Yes,
Jumped
she
in
gave.
right through here and all went under the waters.
Yeah, she gave BAE watch all day. So when she got across, she takes off her makeup. They say this is natural beauty at its finest. You just got your dreads glistening, and she corrected him, and she said, "No, I don't have dreads. White people have dreads. Black people have locks, dear, locks. Okay,
Nothing dreadful here.
this is locked, darling." So they did compliment her, and she was really beautiful. And she did look almost identical to the way she looked with the makeup on.
She
So
did.
that was really refreshing to see. Karen is up next, and Karen not, she would not take her makeup off. She just wouldn't take her makeup off. It's like it was awful. It was awful. She she was patting and patting and acting like she was taking off her makeup, patting and patting and acting like, oh my goodness, oh, and just she did not want to take her makeup off. So they was like, we see what we need to see from you, and he had told her, put all your confidence in this paper towel. And so she felt kind of insulted, and it wasn't insulting. They've been insulting everybody, you know, basically except the ones that he really likes. Um, so that's enough of Karen. She wouldn't take her makeup off, and she just seemed kind of fake anyway. She doesn't seem like Chance is the kind of guy that she would go for in normal everyday life, and neither does Plastica to me. So
Right.
moving on, Yummy gets in and she swam across and she took off her makeup, which wasn't very much. And he is really feeling her. You can definitely tell he is really feeling her. Shout out to Marriage and Marijuana with Mr. and Cakes. Mr. and Cakes be in the house for every video. They come through and support us, and we try to get through there and support them too. So shout out to you guys. Um, but yeah, Yummy didn't have on very much makeup. And Chance, you know, he is really feeling her. He had her do the 360 spin. And she was like, I really don't like foundation or nothing like that. She taking off, you know, what little makeup she does have on. She looks the same. And she is very beautiful naturally. So there wasn't very much to see right there. But next up it was Grandmama. Next up it was Grandmama.
Huvudgenaya doubtfire, dear.
She got in, but to everybody's surprise, she could swim like a shark. She 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 popped her booty up in the air and went down under there and did a couple of froggy style.
Girl, they said, did you see them grandma draw?
Yes, yes. He said, "Did you see the grandma draws and how that booty popped up in the air?" Uh huh. We saw that, but she took off her makeup and she looks pretty
The
much the
same.
same without her makeup too. Which I mean, she, she looks the same. She didn't look like she had on that much makeup
In
in
the
the
first
first place.
place. Right.
Yeah, but what did she did have on was a mess, and everybody needs to put on a tutorial in the morning before they do their makeup so they can, you know, do some blending and some.
Not everybody, but this cast does.
Lord, no, I'm talking about everybody in that house, not
Okay. Cause
you
girl.
know. Otherwise, just go with some lashes and eyebrows like we do. It's, I mean, that's
Yeah, it
natural.
works.
Yeah, it does, and some lip gloss. That's it. So after Grandmama
Creme brulee.
Secrets comes up, and Secrets, she is really, really a brown skinned, beautiful girl. She she said that her hair, you know, was a certain length, and
That her real
automatically the
hair
girl,
was.
yeah, automatically the other girls started hating. Like, I don't know why you gotta lie about how long your hair was, but anyway, Chance made her do the 360, and he saw her butt, and he was like, "Damn, whoa, oh my goodness!" And so she was like, "You want to touch it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got to. Let me touch it." So he
It looks
touches
really
it.
good.
Yeah, he gets really familiar with it, and it does look really nice. Um, and Micah says, "You look like you want to sit down." And she was like, I don't mind if I do. Shit, don't threaten me with a good time. So she sat on his lap and was like, next. And I'm like, man, she bossed up real quick because they said that she acts like a real churchy kind of girl. She comes
Yeah,
off
like
real
a
churchy.
prude.
But no, 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 baby, not the way she sat that ass on his lap. Bam, bam, bam. Okay.
One thing I do want to say real quick though, and comment to that, like she could be telling the truth about the length of her hair. Sometimes I add tracks into my long hair just to make it
Right.
fuller. And sometimes I put a wig on like this, but that don't change the fact that I got 14 inches of natural hair.
Yeah,
Okay.
she said it's a partial. She
And it
said
was
that it's
15 before I cut it.
she said that it was a partial, and that wasn't like I'm like she told the truth. It's part my hair and part a
Right.
piece, a hair piece. So it's you know. Um oh look, check this out. It said Mister is gonna make y'all an intro song. Give me a few. I gotta get the orders out the way first. I like that. We would,
I like that too.
would certainly appreciate that
Let's
because
work.
yeah, because it's hard to get the production off the floor when you really don't know how to do a full production. So thank you so much for that offer, and we will take it. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, darling. As a matter of fact, I have the perfect song that could be used, that could be chopped up and screwed, that we out of control, would be perfect. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
let's move along with this. And thank
Tell them to
you.
feel free to use all my music. I have music, in the beginning of my pages, all the songs from my album. Tell
Yeah.
them to feel free to use any of those songs to
Mr.
incorporate.
and Cakes. Listen, Mr. Look up Mary Jane Doe. There's a few of my favorites. My Time, Move Something, Out of Control, We
And we
Own,
all right.
Cream, Cream. I'm
Cream,
about
yeah.
Cream. Yeah, so we got a few favorites, but we're gonna move on with this commentary so we get through this, right, sis?
Absolutely. And we are halfway through it, honey. So next up, Shira. She steps up and she does a backflip to get in the pool. Now let me tell you something, okay? Shira knows how to make a mark and an impression on people. All those kicks and stuff are really that battle type. Bad chick, badass is really sexy. She's really, really cool to me. I don't know. I just think it's something cool as hell about a female that know how to do roundhouse kicks and splits at the same time.
And
So
backflips and fight.
yeah, and fight. Yes.
And still look pretty after.
Still look
But you know
pretty.
what she gives me? She gives me UFC. Like I don't picture her on a dating show. I picture her in the ring.
Yeah, because she's definitely a martial artist, even on this dating show. So, so to move on, they make her do the 360, and of
Hold
course
on,
she
let me
has a.
fix this a little bit.
So they make her do the 360, and of course she has a banging body because she's been a martial artist for Lord knows how long. She's a black belt and probably whatever else, and whatever other martial arts that she's learned. She's professionally trained fighter, so
Clearly.
um, yeah, and she has a really nice body. So she's walking away. They're like, man, she is amazing. And I agree.
Do
I
you hear an
agree.
echo from me?
No.
Okay, because every now and then when I talk, I hear a little bit of an echo. Let me just check my echo cancellation just to be sure.
But Plastica said that she kind of looked like Bob Marley. That's what Plastica said. And I'm not sure how, or she didn't say she looked like Bob Marley. She said, Shira, um, Bob Marley wants his weave back. And when she said Shira, Bob Marley wants his weave back, I'm just thinking like, I'm not sure like how I feel about that. People can wear braids. It's not like it's just a black thing. Like it did come from a certain place, but that doesn't mean that other people are not welcome,
Girl, listen, it's
in the
people just as
culture.
white as that girl that are from Africa. Okay?
Right, right.
Charlize Theron is South African and she about the same complexion as Shira.
Yeah,
So,
I
I
don't.
mean,
Yeah, it's just
that was jealousy. That was that green eye monster. You know what
yeah,
that was.
yeah, it was. So Plastica said she, hey, Bob Marley wants his weave back, and I was just like that weave was so tired. Okay,
It was racist too.
it was definitely, and
Right.
Plastica she steps up next, and she takes off all of her makeup, and they said she looked better without the makeup, but I didn't think she looked was pretty. I just maybe she did look better, but them pumped up lips be killing me. And I'll be feeling like I'll be seeing needle knots too. I can't take the needle knots.
Wait, where did bananas go? Cause them lips, girl. Don't, I wish I had something over here. They just look like they pumped up with Fix a Flat.
Yes,
you know, and it just
it's
maybe it's just
right.
me.
When somebody just be like this,
I can't do it because my lips are real.
right? It's just too much. It's just too much. But they said she looked better without her makeup. I'll take it for what it
She
is.
did look better because her face before that looked like Play-Doh. Like they're
Yeah,
not using the good products. It's clearly something from the beauty supply or maybe the corner store even. It's not Walgreens or you know what I'm saying? Because even Walgreens carries some decent brands. You can get Revlon from Walgreens. Like she looked I don't know. This it's very artificial looking.
and
So
it's the
I did
natural beauty challenge. So I guess she did go through with this is the way I really look and this is my face. And okay, who am
I
I?
thought it was decent. I
Yeah,
liked it. I thought it was decent
okay,
compared
yeah,
to Karen because Karen didn't take nothing off. Karen was like,
right.
"Wait a minute."
She was afraid she was gonna turn into Darren.
Karen went like this. Okay, 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 okay. That's it. Okay.
Right. She was afraid she was gonna turn into Darren. And that's okay. But I really love it when a woman can embrace her natural beauty and just not have on anything. And that does not mean that I'm gonna snatch off this wig, honey. But for the most part, I do not wear makeup. So
I'm gonna wear my natural hair on the next day that we broadcast. I'm going to wear my natural hair because I'm tired of the wigs. I feel like they snatching my edges out, and I'm just sick of it. It's just so convenient though. But I'm not willing to lose my hair for convenience, so I am going to go and condition my hair and flat iron it. I might flat iron it on camera. What you think?
I'll do mine too. I don't care, girl. Shoot, we can rock it. We can
I
rock
mean,
it.
I know you just
Hey,
did the big chop.
butcher. Hey, butcher.
Hey, bro. I know you just did the big chop, but we could still rock natural looks and be straight.
Yeah, I
So
don't care. I'll pull my hair out, girl. I know I look good. Um, um, but they said Yummy look better with. Plastica look better without her makeup. And Chance said she still needs some work. He threw a shot at her real quick. She was like, "Fuck you," and it was a really cute exchange because you can tell that he's really not feeling Plastica or Karen.
and she's not feeling him either.
Yeah, or the ones that he insults. Anybody that he insults, they are really not feeling. So
Right.
you can see that when he told Karen, put all your confidence in the paper towel. They say, Roly-Poly, you still look like Roly-Poly. You can tell with her name. They don't really, they don't really.
Not feeling her, but she'll be there one of the longest people there. So
Yeah, and then B2Bs, they every chance they get, they throwing jabs. So, it's like, I don't think I could go through with it because I'll be telling somebody your mama. I ain't got no time for it. I'm telling somebody your mama, bitch.
I told you that in the last video. I'd have been like, your mama's a roly-poly meal snack.
Right,
Your
right,
mama is a
right.
roly-poly. Your mama's plastic.
Exactly.
They got the right ones though.
So,
But I wouldn't go on no dating show on the Zeus Network and humiliate myself like this neither.
so check it out. Believable steps up, and everybody thinks that she's a man because her body is so perfect, and because her face, she kind of has some harder features.
It's a yeah hard features.
A
But
hard,
listen, that's only the jawline. I think she's beautiful.
and she just kind of looks like she works out because you get kind of get dude jaw when you be bench pressed. Bench
You
press.
say dude jaw.
Yeah, you can do jaw a little bit.
I don't get that she's bench pressing because she's not bulky like that. I think she does strength training most likely with resistance bands and stuff like that. She looks very soft and firm. You know what I'm saying? She's
Yeah,
tightened.
yeah.
So
So she allows Yummy to inspect her for the package, okay? And Yummy is like, it's a vagina. And it was interesting because Yummy had went around and felt her booty, felt her titties, and she was like, do you want to touch my vagina? Do you want to touch my vagina?
I
And
was
he
like,
was like, yes.
Did
And
you get excited? I
like,
got excited.
that's awesome. Like, that's totally awesome. I identify with the B.
Okay.
I identify with the B. I can understand that. So um after Yummy inspects her, they're like, "Oh my God! I mean, she's just beautiful, but she doesn't wear a lot of makeup either." When
Can
you
I say something real quick before we get too far away from this? Because I just been stewing on it since you said you identify with the B. I did identify with a B before I got married. Now I'm an H.
Well, the thing is this: you can identify with the B, but in as a mature adult, you choose who you want to be with in a relationship.
Right,
You
right.
can't have
That's
one.
what I said. Right now,
You have
right
one
now.
or the other. And so I am with a man, and I love my life with him. So
I thought you was gonna catch the H too.
I just did. You're so
Okay, so let's go. See, you got me being silly. Let's go on and get through this.
so stupid. I don't identify with the H anymore. Okay, so they're done with Believable. They say you made a believer out of me, and she steps off games, steps up. She does a little booty clap. She turns and they're like, "Is that your real eyes?" And she's like, "Yes, these are my real eyes." And she didn't have on a whole lot of makeup either, so it was very easy to see that she's pretty much very naturally beautiful. And it just wasn't much. So she was done, and next it was cheeks, and I could not wait to get to cheeks. Okay, she turns around, and it's a whole billboard billboard size name on her ass. It says Jordan, and then next to it has a K with a crown on it, and then she turns back around, and she has Will tatted on her breast, and I'm just like, you got the whole neighbor, just everybody. You gonna get everybody?
I didn't know that there was still a fool in the world that would do something like this. Like I thought that this went out in like the 90s. Who
I
does
used to know
that?
somebody. I used to know somebody that used to tattoo every man's name on her, and she ended up naming her son after one of the names just because she had the
Are
tattoo.
you talking about who I think you talking
Yes,
about?
I'm talking about exactly
Do
who
we
I'm
we
talking about.
kind of our name is close?
Yes,
Okay.
it's the same. All right, so moving on. All those names, and it's just something about her. It's kind of gutter to me. Like her teeth
It's a low budget thing for sure.
are yellow, and like her hair is greasy and stuff.
But you know what? You can't even go by the yellow teeth because I need to go to the dentist. My teeth are kind of, a dingy right now. No, for real.
No,
I'm
I
gonna, I'm
understand.
gonna go get the charcoal toothpaste today. I just haven't felt like going to the dentist to go
Yeah,
get my treatment because of this stupid, thing that's going
really
on.
gutter to me. And then
And I'm drinking this.
multiple, having the multiple names tattooed on her, it's
Yeah.
really gutter bucket to me. That's just my beliefs, and that's how I feel. And
No, it's true.
that doesn't mean that I haven't lived my life and on the gutter bucket side of the streets. But
You haven't. You haven't. Don't even try to do me. No, we have not.
no, I
And let
wouldn't.
me tell you something. She did. I'm gonna tell you two things that I know for sure. She didn't grow up in Summerlin, and she didn't grow up in Beverly Hills. Period.
There you have it. So,
There's an element.
you need to be focused on getting tattoo removal. So, I mean, that needs to be next up, seriously, especially if you're not with Jordan or Will no more. What the hell is going on in your life, girl? And you go get chance too? I can't. I cannot. Special K steps up. She look a mess with the makeup on, a mess with it off. I don't care what nobody says. Her,
You know what? She looks so young that I really didn't want to let her have it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let her have it. She has bad skin, bad makeup, braces, and a flat ass.
uh, she's
And
gonna be.
and and it looked like her hair might be thin and short, like she kind of bald headed without the weave.
Yes, and
So I mean,
what's gonna be interesting is that she's gonna be an ugly duckling turned swan. One day she's gonna get the braces off, she's gonna get her skin cleared up, and
yeah,
she's gonna weave that's worth something, and she is
yeah.
gonna look really, really
She
nice.
is definitely going through puberty right now.
Yeah.
No, for real. Puberty hitting her hard. It's hitting her hard.
Yes, and man China looked the same with or without his makeup. He looked a mess. I'm having a hard time helping him and respecting his identity and how he identifies because all I see is a man. Is all I see is a man, and I cannot help it. And I love my people, my LGBTQ plus or whatever the XYZ. You know, it's just I just some when I see a man like something in my mind, it doesn't matter whether he wants to be a man or a woman, but just it's in my mind. I see a man. So
This is the thing. I have some of the men that I know are or LGBTQ plus that are part of that community are some of the most feminine people that I've ever met in my life. But here's the thing: this particular individual is not feminine at all to me.
yeah,
Mangina, there's an element of femininity that is just not there. I'm sorry. And on top of that, she has razor rash real bad all around the
yeah,
jawline and the beard
it,
area. It's like, are
getting
you
me. It
serious?
is
It's
getting me.
bad. It's bad. Like if you have a skin condition like that, you have to use cream shade. You have got to stop this.
Yes,
And
yes, and you
it,
have
it
to do something to minimize the breakout, like some aftershave, some alcohol or something to close
right.
those pores, honey, and do something. It has to burn, darling.
And then on top of that, like it's for him, well, for the community, it's partially a setback for this person to be on a platform like that. Well, okay, hold on. There's a lot of people that go through the same thing that really want to be something at a particular time and they're just not, but they try it anyway because that's who they are on the inside. So I'm not
Yeah,
even gonna do
Madison
mangina like that. Yeah.
T.S. Madison explained it to Funky Dineva, and what she said was, "You don't know how it feels to feel like you were born in the
In
wrong
the
body
wrong body.
that can't afford hormones and can't afford surgery."
Right.
And
And who's gonna want to hire a man that has on fingernails and a wig and makeup and has
right,
breasts? You know what I'm
right,
saying with the beard. So it's like you are stuck in that. You get put into a position where you go into survival mode, and it's like by any means necessary, I want to be who I am. But that's the people that have the courage to do it because it's a lot of people that check out too. But
right.
that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. It's such a sensitive subject that it's bound to come up with regard to this show because of
Yeah.
who they
Yeah, and I'm
casted.
glad that he's letting him stick around or letting her
Yeah.
stick around because it will make people more open. It has to start somewhere, you
Well,
know.
here's my thing. Can they change her name? Like, I hope that she doesn't go through the whole show being called Mangina.
Yeah, because that's just,
Maybe he should,
and they
she
already
should,
calling her vagina.
right? What she should do is ask if it can be Mangina instead of Mangina. It could be Mangina because it's a little softer. What do you think?
The girls are still gonna call her vagina.
You think they're gonna call her Bugina?
They're gonna call it vagina no matter what. Period. Okay. And what's the next girl name? Yodelay. Yodelay.
Yodel, yeah, Yola, son, Yola.
Yodelay. Yodelay. Yodelay.
Okay.
Okay. Um, she did a little a booty shake, and she couldn't take off her wig or her eyelashes, but you could kind of see that as far as her face goes, that is the way she looked. It's not. She didn't have on so much makeup that she looked made up. So she
She
just had a
didn't.
little filter on, just the wig and the eyelashes.
And
It
she
is
was like,
real.
these are individual eyelashes. These ain't coming off.
Like, no, you ain't getting these. No, you ain't finna have me on TV looking like a frog. Uh-uh. So she you can tell she looks the same. It wouldn't make a very big difference for her to take off her eyelashes and her wig, even though eyelashes and a wig is a filter.
It would make a difference, a huge difference. It depends on what's going on up under that wig. She could have
Okay,
no hair on, be bald headed on the sides.
that's true. She
You know,
said
the
that
front could be missing.
her excuse was that I'm Jamaican and Mexican, so I have long, pretty hair under here. Which I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's a fair argument.
I mean,
It's
hey,
likely that she has some decent hair. It's likely, but there is a few exceptions out here with that same makeup that
yeah,
haven't taken
body,
care of that thin ass hair.
yes, right. All right. So next it was Beta Bees. Beta Bees was
And it's
last.
not even Beta Bees, it's Beady Bees.
It's Beta Bees.
Everybody
They call
know.
her Beta Bees. They
Yeah,
they
they
call
just she just trying to say that it was Beady Bees because everybody that used to watch Martin know that he used to call Pam Beady
Beta Bees.
Bees
Hmm.
because of the buckshots on the
In the
back of her
back of
neck.
her neck. Yes, and she do have buckshots all over. She got Beta Bees all over her head, but she says she been brushing. He says she need a stiffer brush. She need a firm brush.
Actually, all she really needs is a fade and a lineup. The
Yeah,
first day it was Beady, but the last time it looked like she had brushed her natural hair,
yeah,
and
she could have that kind of hair. Some people have the kind of hair that Rose
the
has.
beat up.
Hold on. So that was it for the natural beauty challenge, and she looked the same without her makeup as well. I mean, you could tell that she's pretty much a natural girl. She came through with her titties sagging, with her booty all out, and the jeans, and some Tims, and some dad jeans, and even Steven.
Um, I'm not sure if any of these. This is how I can tell when somebody's really from the bottom, getting it from the mud. And when I say that, I don't mean that disrespectfully, but there's levels to this shit. Everybody knows it. You can look at a person when they're not taking care of their skin.
Yes,
Okay, makeup bad.
dirty dad jeans and Tims.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm not talking about just her because
I
I
know, I
definitely
know.
don't just want to lay it on her like that. But
Hmm.
there's an element, like I said before, and I don't get my nails done. I don't because my job is different. I
Right.
don't have that type of job where I can
And
just
I
walk
have
around with
two
nails
young
like that.
babies, and I just
Right.
can't. It's not practical for me.
But I don't look unkept. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just saying like it. I just thought that manicuring yourself was just a part of life. You
Being a
know what I'm
lady.
saying? Yeah,
Yes.
it's part
And
of
being
a
a
woman's
person,
life.
period. If you want to be someone who's taken seriously, you do have to look a certain way.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do. You have
Especially
to
when
look
you go
like a
outside.
person that wants to be taken seriously.
Especially when you go outside of your home, because inside your home, it is what it is. You look how you
Right.
want to look, but what you present to the world is usually a little bit different.
Right.
But they look like they just got out of bed, that they haven't washed their faces in ages, like properly. Like I'm just saying, like it's even believable. Her skin, when they did a close up with that HD camera, I
It's
was like,
terrible. Yeah, I know. I know. And but you know
um,
what? I thought about it because I was like, they got they found like the real bottom of the barrel. But I guess they did the same for all of the shows because who else would go on a show with 20 other women to compete for one man?
well, this is the thing. Some people do it for the fame and for the clout,
Yeah, for
that,
the fame and the
and
clout.
that's different. Yeah, that's different because, well, but still,
Cloud
I'm not the
chasing
richest
is
person in the world, but I would never.
yeah, cloud chasing is kind of lower level too.
Yeah, I guess it's a thing today.
Yeah,
This is just what they do.
it's an
So
acceptance that they're on a lower
because
level and willing to
that's
do
what
anything to
everybody's
get to a
there for
higher
now.
level.
That's true. That's what everybody's there for right now, though, obviously, because there's no way that you're going to go on a show like this that's going to humiliate you for no money whatsoever.
Yes,
Because Zeus is not paying all those girls.
I
If they are
know.
literally
I
going for exposure and this is what you bring, like, I'm just, I'm
right? Like
floored.
these girls, and they're gonna be famous for these stupid ass names forever. So let's go ahead and wrap
Nobody's
this
gonna
up.
know these girls. Trust me. They're about to bring in New York in a couple episodes, and she'll overshadow every. They'll never remember anybody on this show.
Right. And so just moving on to the next scene. The next scene is
Okay.
elimination. The next scene is elimination. And this is how it happened. And I'm gonna just make this quick. They
Wait,
eliminated me.
did you talk about Mangina doing her natural beauty challenge? That was the last one we talked about, huh?
Yeah, we talked about Mangina
Okay.
and how
Because
she
he
was
was like,
famous.
he was like, I can't take this off.
Yeah, and
I
I said
was
she
on
looked the
it.
same. She looked a mess. Remember, I said that I can't see anything but a man.
It
The
looked
man
like she was
was
about to start
her
crying.
5 o'clock shadow. And you know what she said? I
12
want
o'clock
my.
shadow. Chance said it was a 12 o'clock.
And she also said this. She said, "My wig don't come off unless you behind me and I'm on my knees and you snatch it off." I'm just like, you just doing so much.
That's
You
a
doing
lot. I mean, that is a lot.
right. So yeah, we talked about all of that, and it
Okay.
ended with B the Bees, and that's where we ended off. He said you need a stiffer brush, and it was on to the next scene. In the next
Okay.
scene, it was elimination. In the elimination, B the Bees was eliminated first. All the other girls get hats, and he waits to not give Karen a hat, and he eliminates Karen. And because I guess they had this ride or die thing going, Plastica steps up and she gives her hat back. And it's like, oh, we doing that? Well, I'm not staying here because they were both
She was
never
like, this is a package deal, honey. This is a package, honey.
right.
That's
So
what she
I'm
said.
like, stop it. You both are bringing
This was
nothing to the
a
show.
package. This
Right.
was a package, honey.
And they both were bringing nothing to the show anyway, but fakeness and bullshit. So they run and find BDBs and give her the hat back, and they let Karen and Plastica go. And that is how the episode ends, honey. Karen and Plastica have officially been eliminated for the first real elimination.
Yeah, because they would have got BDBs back, right?
Yes, they did. That's what I
You
said.
said that. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was over here messing with my fingernail.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
is it. That's all we have for you on this episode of One More Chance. Let me see what you're working with. They
It
let
was
him see.
entertaining. It was
Yeah, they,
entertaining, right?
yes, for the most part, he saw what he wanted to see from most of the girls. And
Who do you think's gonna win?
I really believe because he has a habit of picking the prettiest girl, I believe that it's going to be Yummy.
I was thinking you were gonna say that. I'm
Either
thinking
Yummy or what is her name? Not
secret. Secret.
Secrets. Secrets, yeah.
I think that at the end, like top three, I think it's gonna be yummy. It's gonna be believable. It's gonna be secret. Top three. That's my top three.
Yeah, Yummy, Believable, and Secret. Okay, I can see that.
They'll
Yeah,
keep Mangina and
Roly Poly.
Roly Poly as long as they can, just
Yeah.
for the aesthetics of it, just making more drama on the show or whatever,
Yes,
making it
absolutely.
more interesting.
Absolutely.
But I think those will be them.
So, thank you guys for tuning in. That is all we have for this episode, and we will see you on the next episode of One More Chance. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for your bells.
Please hit the bell for your bells.